got.
It's like a room full of teenage boys.
Shut it down, fuckhead. The temple in Jerusalem was conveniently burned. Okay? Destroyed. Throwing all family birth records. Guys, it's right. Because the Jews so infuriated Rome that they sent General Titus to level the city. Okay? This was most likely planned by the enemy. Okay? As the reader may recall, upon the return of the small remnant of Judah from their captivity in Babylon, okay, the tribal genealogies were read, and all those who were found to be impure were outright aliens. Right? Or put up, what? Alright, okay. They were put out from among the priests. That list, the Canaanite imposters, those fucking Canaanites, were dealt a severe knockout blow by this revelation. However, stick with me here, follow me. They quite possibly made sure that such a thing would never happen to them again. They didn't want that to happen again. They wanted to make sure it didn't. They would not stand for their people to be pried out of the key positions of power over the nation, which they had long labored to secure unto themselves. Long work. They still lose it. If all the genealogical records were accidentally destroyed in a political uprising, quote unquote, that would truly be a shame. How the Pharisees must have mourned and wailed outwardly. I'll bet he was really sad for a while. While being ear to ear on the inside, rubbing their sweaty hands in satisfaction at the pulling off of the perfect crime. Now, second reason. Here's the second reason. If you don't remember what we're giving a reason for, is why we cannot trace our ancestry all the way back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Alright, second reason. The majority of Israel, 98% of it, who never returned to Jerusalem from captivity in Assyria or Babylon, migrated through Europe. And this proved Israel lost sight of their historical identical identity through the blindness God placed upon her due to her sin. She fornicated with Europeans. And she again lost her family genealogical records when they were conquered, deported, and split apart from their very family members. That's too bad. I always keep my birth certificate. Thus, the Israelites of this dispersion who got blinded to their true identity and scattered throughout the earth became known to the world as the Germanic people, a people bearing all the characteristics and fulfilling all the prophecies of biblical Israel. Okay. Now, alright. It is no coincidence, not coincidence, that these Germanic people have particular genealogical records and consider proper breeding to be of importance. Okay, it's not a coincidence. It is also not a coincidence that these Germanic people have been the custodians of God's Word, the Holy Bible. It's not his philosophy. And have not only had it in their possession since earliest days, but they have translated it into thousands of languages and have written hundreds of thousands of books explaining it, hundreds of thousands of books. However, American schools, colleges, and universities were originally founded to teach children how to read and write. What happened with that? Like they fucked up on that one. So they couldn't read the Bible. That's why. So they read. Did you realize that?
Another thing which comes into the category is
colleges teach the Bible, okay? But the schools and colleges themselves were formed so that the Bible could be read and taught. It was important back then. I don't know what happened. They put a math book in its place or something. It is not a coincidence that these Germanic nations are called the nations of Christendom. However, just because the genealogical records were destroyed does not mean that the true descendants of Phineas are impossible to discern. Okay? They got a blue birthmark on their left testicle, most of them. Although the evidence is not luminous, as is the evidence that exists proving who the true Israel is. If you can get down there and look underneath the left testicle, most descendants, you can find out. If they don't have one, it's not because they, I don't know. Sometimes they don't have one.
Are we of the world or in the world?